This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment and educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. That being said, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube algorithm stuff so you get the videos I put them out. See what I'm thinking, see I'm analyzing that data. But like I tell every day, the data they release us is false, and it gives a false narrative of the market so we can make bad trading decisions. Listen, I was having a conversation with a buddy of mine, and we're discussing how stock prices are determined. And we all know it's supply and demand. And you got earnings reports that sometimes plays into it. The sentiment of the public, sometimes that comes into play. And, other little nuances along the line dictates the movement of a stock price. But no matter what stock it is, no matter what industry it's in, stock price is supposed to be determined by supply and demand. If a lot of people want it, the price goes up. If a lot of people don't want it, the price goes down. That is the way a stock price is determined in every single market on this planet, except for in the United States of America. In the United States of America, supply and demand means absolutely nothing with a stock price, because when the bad actors want, they just create unlimited counterfeit shares of any stock they want and push the price down. They increase the supply 10 times, 20 times, 50 times the float of the company, and the SEC is fully aware this is what they do because they've been fining them for doing this for the last 20 years. Okay? If you go into the SEC files, you see them fining institutions for naked shorting. Okay? So they know it exists, they fine them for it, and then they allow it to continue. So, in my opinion, I believe that the SEC looks at naked shorting as a permissible crime because they benefit financially from it. They catch the bad actors naked shorting stocks, they find them, they take their cut of the profits, and it is business as usual. There is no way a stock that is being bought up every single day by retail investors and some institutions that goes from $70 down to under 40 cents. It is mathematically impossible with all that buying pressure from retail investors unless you have unlimited counterfeit shares adding to the supply chain. And that's exactly what they've been doing with AMC for the past 3 years. And that's why they made quadrillion of tokens. That's why they had those BRDs or BVDs in Brazil. That's why they're full of them in the Cayman Islands, in Puerto Rico, in Europe. And that's why the FTDs just disappear, and Fintel is fully aware of it. The basic rules of stock price are supply and demand. And the demand for AMC was out of this world, so the price should have been out of this world. And the bad actors knew this, so what they did was create a supply of AMC that should not have existed, and that's the only way they could push the price down. Okay? The price of any stock runs by supply and demand. And when the demand is high, the price goes up. And when the supply gets a lot, the price goes down. And these bad actors created an unlimited supply of AMC with the blessings of the SEC, because the SEC benefited from the criminality. Okay? If they weren't able to add so much counterfeit shares to AMC supply, AMC would have went to the moon already. And the shields are going to come in here and say, oh, there are no counterfeit AMC shares. Listen to me. If you look at all the buying of AMC that's been done over the past 3 years, you know we've bought 20, 30, 40, maybe 50 times the float. Okay? And the only reason the price hasn't dropped hasn't went up, is because the bad actors were able to keep creating a whole bunch of counterfeit AMC shares to keep the supply never ending. Never ending. And that's why they had all those FTX tokens, those Uniswap tokens, and that's why the FTDs are out of control. And anybody who thinks that the FTD situation has stopped, it has not stopped. It just disappears overseas. If you look at the FTDs and AMC, they're still out of control. The only thing is that they disappear like a magic trick. Poof, in thin air. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that any stock price moves by anything but supply and demand? And if the criminals can keep the supply coming, they can control the price. Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.